Can you hear me?
Yes.
ID.
KPC 897504C.
The first technology I'm going to talk about is a mind reader. Let's compare the human mind to a computer. The average computer can hold about 250,000 pictures, 20,000 songs, and hundreds of movies. But your mind can perform an estimated 10 quadrillion operations per second without you even knowing it. In the past few years, there has been a dramatic rise in the number of neurotechnology patents that relate to reading brain waves. By 2026, there are chances that we see technologies that can read your mind. The second technology I'm going to talk about is an invisibility cloak. It's not quite a Harry Potter caliber invisibility cloak, but scientists have developed a device that will hide an object in motion. Invisibility is a trick of light. We see an object because light reflects off of them and hits the eye. Cloaking an object involves bending the light and it hits our eyes around an object so we can see what's behind that object but not the object itself. The device can cloak an object and it was made using 4 standard lenses you'll find in any lab. The key is in the setup. They figured out exactly what power of lenses and how far to space the lenses to cloak a moving object. By 2026, we might have a handy device that can make us live through this Harry Potter dream once and for all. The third technology I'm going to talk about is telekinesis. Imagine moving a mechanical arm just by thinking about it, or playing a video game by using only your mind. Although it might seem like science fiction, but scientists have been developing this technology for decades. It's called Brain-Computer Interface, or the BCI. The field of the BCI relies on the ability of the brain to be able to generate certain types of responses that can then be harnessed by the computers and to be interpreted by them. If this technology goes any further, by 2026 we might have a technology that gives the exact effect as telekinesis, which is a technique of moving objects by using the power of the mind. It might not remain a science fiction anymore. The fourth technology I'm going to talk about is a 3D printer. It may be the most eye-catching development in printing, a machine that can make copies of almost anything but now in 3D. 3D printing is already in use building jewelry and even parts for NASA. Now the technology is becoming available to anyone. Bioprinting is the next generation lifesaver. The bioprinter prints out tissues with cells. The premise is simple. Send a scanned image of a body part to the printer and the machine starts building it. Ears, noses, fingers. The objective is to transplant the body parts directly into patients. By 2026, there's a hope that this technology helps people who need a transplant for their body to function efficiently. This technology has the potential to revolutionize organ transplants. The fifth technology I'm going to talk about is the holographic user interface, or otherwise called the augmented reality. Microsoft revealed a version of Windows that blends holograms with real-world video to provide users with an augmented reality version of their environment that blends real objects with virtual and virtual interface elements, information boxes and guidelines viewable via a wearable headset device. Windows Holographic provides ways for engineers to see instructions overlaid directly on the objects they are working on, or offers a way for architects to survey and present their designs alongside clients even when separated by great distances. It can offer students to understand any reaction in their chemistry book as they'll be holding the molecules in their own hands. This technology can change the standards of any past technology ever, and by 2026 it might become a common device in every household.
It is said that computers will be able to store entire life by 2026. Yes, you heard it right. A device the size of a sugar cube will be able to record and store high-resolution video footage of every second of a human life. Researchers calculated that it would take 5.5 petabytes to record every awake second of a person's life in high-resolution video. Increase in computing power will lead to advances in e-health, with doctors having access to information from devices that monitor heart rate and blood sugar levels. Technology can play a vital role in memory, for example by providing an artificial aid to help those with memory disorders or enabling communities to create and preserve their collective experiences.